Hey everyone, Zadok Leader here, and today I bring you the bread. Not just kidding, I bring you updates. So, you guys saw my post a few days ago, well, last week pretty much, last Sunday, where I said that I got these four and I didn't really feel like doing a video until until next Sunday, which is, of course, today. So, now, this is where it gets interesting. Anyway, we're gonna begin. So first thing I got was this space fighter made by Shangshan, or yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Believe it or not, it's Shangshan. Um, and got it in my school. So I said all these things came from my school fair, and they were, There was this one, and there's this one lady that always brings robot from Once. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, aside from being called, for being 11 in Spanish, Once is a place where people go to buy things, like toy shop owners, bazaar owners. They go to buy their merchant, their stuff, the toys, the products, everything. And of course, things there are dirt ass cheap. If you guys know, Once is also the place where the collectors meeting that I went to today, it's like the third time. It's where where it's made. It's literally around there. So I went to my school, and they had this one, and they originally wanted 450 pesos, which is already enough of a great deal, because the last time I saw one of these, it was 900 pesos here, and I mean literally like 1 kilometer away from here, like a couple kilometers away, but it was really expensive. And that's how things are in regular toy shops. Of course, this lady brought them straight, without the toy shop and everything, so it was a whole lot cheaper. It was 450. I told the lady, well, the eyes are supposed to light up, because they didn't. The light was actually burned. She let it go for 400, which is a steal. It's less than half, as you guys saw, of what they are, it's basically a half. Yeah, literally. How much would it be? Like half, like 50, like 60%, like 60 or 70% less. It was really cheap. So I'm really happy about it. As you guys saw on the video last week, the eyes were burned. I changed the light bulb. The mouth did not really move. This arm controls the mouth, and I made a few adjustments. Works fine. Not really going to take it out of the box. It's pointless because I made a video of it already, so that one's set. Of course, after that, I bought this dog pencil sharpener, and no, this piece is not missing. It's actually in its ass. This is where the batteries go. It uses 4 AA batteries or a 6-volt adapter. Really cool, and it's probably the only robot dog that actually serves a purpose. Rather than just being a stupid piece of shit that just barks and crap. This one, you put a pencil in it. You just stick the fucking pencil and boom, it's sharpy sharp, so you can draw whatever the fuck you want. There it goes. You can do your exams with this shit. Anyways, it has a split gear. That's why I really haven't messed with it that much yet, but it has a split A-tooth gear. I'll replace it soon, but there goes that one. And of course, I bought this Dandy Santa Claus chicken, and this is probably the second proof I have to say that Dandy sticks the collector's choice tag on any single piece of shit they have. This here says Dandy Collector's Choice. It's a piece of shit. It's just a stupid chicken. It's not collector's chicken or anything. It's actually really pointless because it doesn't even play Christmas music. All it plays is fucking chicken dance. And it says, wanna have some fun? Okay, everybody, let's do the chicken dance. That bullshit. And it says faster and shit. Of course, I said, I think this is enough proof. A stupid turkey hat? Dandy Collector's Choice. It's a piece of shit. The material is garbage. Okay, I guess this is just enough. So I'm gonna show it real quick.
Wanna have some fun? Okay.
Not really. Of course, lights up the cheeks. The only issue it had was that the tail was actually broken. So I had to peel the skin off a little bit, glue the tail, and then put back everything where it go. Nothing wrong with it other than that. The batteries are the original demo batteries. It's perfect. I like it. I mean, it's one of those things that first I say, why the fuck did I buy it? Then I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that I bought it. Anyways, of course, then I got this Angel Step It. Yeah, another Angel Step It after 3 years. And this is a, I believe, second generation. Because of the logo type, it has the way the logo type is. And it sings the song of my first one. Now, you guys may have actually noticed or not that it doesn't have the button of the it doesn't have the bottom of the fuck. Why am I getting so stuck? It doesn't have the bottom of the funnel, you know, the little bottom piece, and it doesn't have the little rubber, you know, the rubber pad. I noticed this right away. I got it cheaper because of that. The legs were actually off. Oh, come on, fucking hair. The legs were actually off position a little bit. They are somewhat weak. I'll say that. They're not as strong as the other one. You know, you put it, they already go out. The other ones that I have, they just stay fine. And as you guys know, in 2014, I had a dancing clown, which really never worked. You know, it worked once in the store, and then one gear split in half, and that was it until in 2015, I actually got my other dancing clown, which, it's got to be somewhere. I'm not really sure where, but it's got to be somewhere. Actually, I don't know where the hell it is. It's, huh. I guess now the toy is, oh no, it's, I see it. It's right there at the very back. Right there. Okay. So that one I got it in 2015. This one, as I said, 2014, never really worked. Aside from once, and then the gear split in half. You know, the main gear that controls everything for making it go up and down, so it got scrapped. I have the funnel, I have it, it's complete. I have the box so I can store that one, so that one is fixed, and it's going to be complete as soon as I decide working on it. Because right now I have a lot of other shit to do. So, that area is done. Now we're going with what I got today. So, yeah, I basically kind of scored. It's a pretty big score, I'll say that. And I'll go bit by bit. Of course, the first things I got were these two. This is a galactic robot from Playwell, I think it was. No, Playgo. My bad. It's Playgo. Playgo. I know Alex has, what was that other piece of shit? He has, like, one of these stupid robots that lifts up the arms. It's by the same company. Then, of course, the robot Mr. T. Now, Robot Mr. T is one I've been wanting for a while, because I thought it would have a record box or something, like, you know, a little record like the Magic Mike and the others, until I found out it's actually electronic. It's actually an electronic talking robot. Now, this one doesn't work. It's really rusted. Internally, it's actually complete. And the ankle pieces were not here. I took it apart. The ankle pieces are inside the battery compartment right now. Now, this one, you know, if you guys saw my other one, the Robot King, the Maykraut Robot King, which it's downstairs, still just taken apart. It was the one that was full of cockroaches and they were alive. Finally took them out and took it all apart. It uses 4 C batteries. Now, this one only uses 2. There you guys can see the cover. You know, that's pretty weird. Of course, same company, same battery cover, so I'm going to take the mold out of the, well, not mold, but, you know, 3D print it. Maykraut or Botoy, because it's actually Botoy. Believe it or not, it's the same company that made the, first I thought that this was a fake of those 4 spots and everything, but if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure I'm right as fuck. The box of one of those actually says that it's made by Botoy. It's not, you know, it doesn't say Maykraut or anything. Of course, I'm not saying it's not Maykraut, but, you know, it says Maykraut in the battery cover, but God, I gotta see where the fuck that fucking thing is. It's got to be somewhere. There's so many pictures that I get dizzy and I just don't track them anymore. Okay, first of all, I'll go ahead and show this one. This is This is the galactic robot, how it would look like, you know, the remote control and everything. Of course, this one is incomplete in many aspects. The hands actually can grip. That's pretty cool. But doesn't have the... I think this is not the original front to it, you know, the front piece, because it's not really that, you know, it doesn't really suit it that well. One thing I got with these two was actually a bag of 2 motors and a few gears, so that's pretty cool. But as you guys can see, like, this one has the spikes and everything, these ones pretty much, but it doesn't have this front. It has another front, so I'm pretty sure that this was like a mix or something. I'm trying to find the other fucking robot that I'm talking about, the talking Mr. T, if I can find it, that is. This is a fucking joke. Like, I had them. I had those pictures. I had them saved. I took them out from a listing from eBay, and now they are not here. Are you kidding me? Unless I didn't put them here and I somehow left them somewhere else. Images. No. Saved images. No. My stuff? No, I doubt it. No, because this is the picture. This was the picture of the Facebook listing for it. Well then, I mean, repairs? I doubt it. I'm really stupid. I'm really fucking stupid. Like, why the fuck did I put these pictures here? I'm fucking stupid, man. Okay, anyway, the good thing is I found them. So this is how it's supposed to look like. It was supposed to come with a little cardboard, I think, either plastic or cardboard. Hello, I can talk. Robot Mr. T. Here's where the speaker is at. It's actually a regular speaker. It's a common, normal-sized speaker, not a big deal. Supposed to have a gun, doesn't have it. Supposed to have another missile, doesn't have it either. Just has one. But, as you guys can see, right here, bow toy. So it's bow toy, basically. So it's not a fake or anything. It's actually a talking version of the Robot King. And, let's basically call it a large... how's it called? A large 4-spot. Even though this one's arms don't move, these ones are supposed to be posable. They have like a little spring that's actually broken that's supposed to keep them tight. Unlike the other one, which does have a moving arm and moving head. But yeah, this one does not work at all. It's, as I said, has a lot of rust, and it's going to need a lot of work before it actually can say a word. But I know what it says. That's one thing. I know it says, "Hello, I am a robot. I come from space. I am your friend." And then just shootings and shit. So that's there. This one, of course, Galactic Robot, as I said before, all the things you can actually remove. You can remove, and they have these little rubber pieces that clip together with the shafts, and it's pretty cool. Of course, I gotta fix it because it gets stuck all the time. Looks like a Mars, uses 2 AA batteries, and has these little rubber pads to remove everything. If you take this off, you can take the leg off, and of course, this always gets disconnected, even though right now it's not disconnected, but that's just one thing. So I said, it'll need adjustments, but don't you just love the chrome it has? Like that orange chrome and that fucking pearl coating. Jesus Christ, it's beautiful. Mwah, c'est magnifique. Anyways, so of course after that I started picking up some others. I picked up this Mars Freezy Frost. This is a yellow version to go with my white one. And of course as well, it'll need adjustments. But it does actually walk pretty good. You know, if it wouldn't stutter that much. Look at that. Look at how good it walks. It does get pretty decent steps comparing it to the others. So, that's that one. I don't really pay that much for it. Of course, RoboKid. I finally got a RoboKid after years of not having one. I originally used to have the black and blue one. There was one like this, but all the white pieces were actually black, and these black details were actually blue. Not much to say about it. I did try it out. It seems to work, only that there's a wire off. I took it apart, of course. It had cockroaches inside at some point, because there was cockroach shit all over the board, all over the plastic shells. So this one's going to need a massive cleanup. Of course, you guys can see it doesn't have the bumpers because they are actually inside the robot now. The wires are disconnected, of course, because as I said, I opened it and I'm going to take it apart soon, so really don't see any point on just putting those back in. This arm seems to be melted, though. Seems like it got sunlight and it actually melted the arm because of the, it looks like flat, while this one just looks fine. And of course, it'll need retro bright, as I said. It's all yellowed up. Gonna need in a few spots. I really hope I'm gonna do it, but I really hope that the paint doesn't peel off because that's my major fear about this. You know, I tried out the recording function and it's fine. And now I do have some 49 megahertz remote controls for cars, so I'm pretty sure this will probably work with all of its functions. I'm hoping, because you know it only has 4 functions: forward, back, dance, and replay. You know, like play what you recorded but by distance instead of just pressing down the head. The robot works, so I hope that with a remote that's 49 megahertz it does all the actions and I can just be like, okay, fine, it works. No battery cover, but that's what it is. Anyways, then I got this Finyon Space Fighter that already has some issues that you can spot, like the you know, this is cracked, like if it actually got, you know, pushed or something, or it broke the plastic, broke this plastic too. But this piece, not all the piece, but the piece that actually is like a half circle to hold the head, it's actually inside the robot's body. So there's still chances to fix this one fine. This is one of those Finyon robots that has a chip that actually has a try me mode, which is really cool.
Fire! 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 Don't move! Drop the gun!
And of course, the eyes don't light up. The eyeglass was actually pushed inwards, and it walks like shit. Let me just show you.
Fire! 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 Don't move!
Now, what am I saying with like legit try me mode? Because some chips, like the superpower robots, Robot Maximum Performance, they do have this chip where it's you have 2 contacts that are touched together, and if you undo that, it's, you know, every time you push it, it's gonna do it once, and if you keep it pressed, it's going to, you know, do it and everything. And of course, if you configure that to work on a robot with a try me function, whenever you turn it off, it's just gonna keep on going. What I'm saying is that this is a legit try me function chip that actually has a play mode and this. See where it turns off, it doesn't continue or anything, so that's really cool. I'll actually take a pretty good diagram of this thing. That one's there. Of course, this one had batteries and they were not corroded, but they were dead. This piece of shit. This is a Robot Commander 3. I have a feeling it's by GAHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHH Toys. I took it apart. A gear, the gummy gear, the second gear, like the gear that touches the motor shaft gear, is actually fucked up. It's stripped, but it has a metallic long, I think it's a 6-tooth or 7-tooth. I'm pretty sure it must be a 6-tooth. Yeah, it must be a 6-tooth gear. The one that's long, that touches with the gear that makes it go, you know, makes it walk and spin. It seems to be better made. I'm pretty sure it has to be a GAHHHHHHHHHHHHHH Toy version. It has what seemed to be a made in China sticker right here, and the importation sticker here. I can somehow still see the A on there. But this is the very first gen. This is the one that they, you know, the first models. Of course, later on they improved it. Here's the Robot Commander 3 that I've had as a kid, apparently. I don't know if it was this generation or if it was actually older, but this one has like 2 batteries that are 1.5 volts and everything and shit. You open up the back, and the battery cover has these lines and everything. You know, you cannot put this battery cover on there. So what did I do? Before, you know, the day before, I actually designed, or a couple days before, I designed this battery cover, which is on Thingiverse. If you guys want a 3D printed or anything, if you guys have a Commander that uses 3 batteries, go ahead. It's there. And it fits like a charm. I'm really happy that it actually fits like a charm. So now, you guys are going to be thinking, why did you call it this piece of shit? Well, number one, I'll go with the issues first, then I'll actually tell exactly why I am speechless about this. Of course, has a huge crack on the body right there, and actually extending up to there, a little crack. The arm is actually screwed. Like somebody took this apart and screwed, like put a big screw through this arm. So I'm gonna have to repair the arm piece. Thankfully, the arm piece is there, so I can just glue it and that's it. Gear, the tented gear that makes it walk and spin is actually split, and it's off the shaft, of course. Doesn't do anything mechanically because the second gear, that's like a gummy gear, is actually all stripped. There's like a line that's like gone. The teeth are fucked up. But the reason why I'm so shocked about this specific one is because Kevin has a version like this. But his, of course, his has the exact same thing. 3 AA batteries, no markings or anything. It's not a screw version or anything. It has these exact same lines that are not really well defined until you see them from the bottom. But this one, my dear viewers, has differences. It has LEDs on the chest. And it actually says a completely different thing. So I thought it was going to say something like that one, but in another language, which is really probable because Kevin's does that, where it says "He ho shoo" instead of "drop your weapon." It's completely different. Listen to this. That's literally it. It says a completely different thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I found another variant of the Mini Commander that we didn't even know existed. Of course, foot is snapped, arm is broken, everything, but fuck, Jesus Christ. This is just perfect. Now, of course, here's a Spider-Man robot that I got for myself. Fuck Kevin. Nah, just kidding. I got this one for Kevin because I was like, you know what? I saw this, the 2 first times I saw it, I was like, I'm not buying it yet. I'm not buying it yet. And of course, I told Kevin, yo, there's this Spider-Man robot that you want. And he was like, okay, fine. It says don't drop the gun. It doesn't say what my other one says. Doesn't really fucking matter. This is Kevin's. I'll fix it for him. It had, like, one foot was actually off its position, and this other foot, I think it's broken or something. And it has rust on the battery compartment. So, it also had the rusted battery, so it was, like, ever ready. So, ever ready always makes fucking messes on these things. But yeah, I mean, I'll fix this for him, and this will be given to him whenever I meet up again. Of course. Get Up and Down's Tigger. Why did I fucking get this? Well, it was cheap, and it works, and it's in really good condition to be what it is. Just a little dirty in there, but that's it. It's in perfect condition. It's like amazingly clean. That's what I like about it. You push this hand, of course, thing just does what Tickle Me Elmo does, only that it doesn't fall. It just does that, sits down, wiggles the feet. I'm pretty sure it has the same mechanism as Elmo, but only that, of course, it's mechanic. On Elmo, the arm is what basically makes it be able to sit, because there's a little lock that goes up. On this one, as there's no arm, there may be another motor that just moves that lock, and that's what makes it be able to sit and everything, But yeah, the arm's actually posable wire. I'm pretty shocked about that. And this arm, the wire was actually all just rolled here. I had to put it back in here by, moving it and everything. But it's perfect. No need for repairs yet. So that's good. And now the last one. Poochie. Another Poochie. Now this Poochie, this version of the Poochie is actually a whole lot different. My other Poochie, this one, the one that has this, it's clear dark purple. This one is it's different. It's not clear, and it's a whole lot lighter purple. So I like it. Weird, but I like it. And of course, this one has two issues. One issue, the one that all of them have, sound does not work, which I actually got it cheaper for that. And, of course, yeah, the ear here, they tried to glue the ear, and the glue just not really fucked up, but it got in between this, and that's why these are just, you know, stiff because of that one. Because if I do it with this one, nothing. You know, the mouth opens and everything. When I do it with this one, it all stays open. So, of course, that's the first issue. What is the second issue? Well, this should probably already say what the second issue is. Well, actually, no. No. It won't say it until I turn it on. And that's not a split gear. That is a gear that may have 1 or 2 teeth missing, or maybe more. But that is that huge gear that makes contact. Let me just check. It's this one, this gear. It must be broken somewhere. Of course, low battery. Fucking phone. You know what? Fuck it. This video is going up to YouTube. I don't give a shit. Of course, this is the Japanese Pucci from last time. It still needs to be fixed and everything. It's a whole lot different, and I'm gonna actually dedicate this a whole video. You know, because it has a lot of differences with the regular one. And of course, that's everything, you know, for that one. It's just, it has that stripped gear, and the speaker's dead, or it doesn't have the little board. And now, last but not least, I got these 2 robot guns. Fuck yeah. What else about this? Of course, this I got it for one single reason. The tip. And why? Why the tip? Because my Power Traveler does not have the original tip. It never had it, so now I can finally put a tip. Of course, the original tip was meant to be red. You know, it was meant to be like this one, but red. Doesn't really matter. It looks a whole lot better with yellow, to be honest, because the entire robot is literally red. So that one's going there. Good thing is that it actually has the light bulb inside, so I can use that one for some robot or something. You know, it came from a robot. It'll go to a robot. And this gun, which is the robot model gun, of course. You know, the robot model gun, as I said. This one's going for the parts bunch. If I ever get myself a broken, fucked up, or just an incomplete robot model, I'll be sure to hit this one up, and it'll be its new gun. So, finally, after plenty of attempts, because this is not the first attempt, this is like the 7th attempt to make this video, because I always keep on forgetting something. First, everything was fine. A few things here, I cut the video. I was like, ah, shit, I forgot showing Commander, forgot showing RoboKit, but now everything is there. So I guess that's practically it. So I'll bring you all updates very, very soon. See you guys later.